Hello, entrepreneurs. Joe DeChara coming to you live from downtown Flushing, New York, once again with another amazing version of Joe DeChara Presents How to Win at Business. And if you're watching live, give me a hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, please give me a hashtag replay because it helps my ratings and my ego. If you don't know who I am a CPA that is very, very good at a few things. Everything else I know enough to be dangerous, but a couple of things that I know is how to do bookkeeping. I mean, I'm a CPA, but I got special bookkeeping powers. Tax preparation. H&R Block can do tax preparation, but not like me. I have special tax preparation powers. And last but not least, I believe my greatest superpower is to take 10, 15, 20 years worth of garbage, of shoe boxes and whatever, and turn them into a balance sheet and a P&L for a business owner. So if you need one of those three things, then I might be your guy. If not, that's fine. That's not what I'm here for. Tonight, I am here to talk about helping you get prepared to get your taxes prepared. So yeah, it's January 15th, folks. I've been talking about the 1099 NEC issue because that deadline is January 31st. So just a shout out to anybody that's in business. You need to look at whether or not you should be filing 1099s for your people. But tonight we're going to start talking about what we're going to be talking about for the next, let's say, 90 days, which is your personal income taxes. How do you get prepared? What do you need to give if you have an accountant? H&R Block will give you a whole checklist. Oh, we need this, we need that. A lot of stuff that H&R Block asks for, you don't really need to prepare a tax return. They're just covering their ass. Okay. I get that. I understand, they need checks and balances. We all do. But if you're doing this yourself, I will be praying for you. Okay. If you're trying to do this yourself, I will be praying for you. There are resources out there that can help you, but you really need to have a professional do your taxes for a lot of and I'm talking to the business people out there. Okay, I'm not, if you're in business, then you should be watching it. If you're not in business, you just got a W-2, go to 1040.com. 1040.com. I'm gonna be an affiliate. They charge less to do a return. So they charge $25, including the state. And if I send them people, I get a $5 referral fee. The thing is, it cost me $35 to file a return. That's what I get charged. So I'm like, so people that, you just have a W-2, it could be that simple. So that's my first advice. If you're doing it yourself, okay? So let's go through, because we're going to keep this short and sweet. Let's go through the process that I go through. I'm the preparer, okay? I've done tens of thousands of returns, either myself, reviewed them, fixed them. Okay, there is a process. And we start with last year's return and preferably the year before. 2 years, I'm going to look at a new client, and even every client. This is the procedure, folks. I'm going to be looking right now. You have the 2020 tax return up there, the individual tax form. Okay, so I'm going to get 18 and 19 and look at them side by side and match up. So I'm looking for the history, the story, because chances are somebody worked at a job in 2018 and 19. There's a good chance that we should get a W-2 in 2020. So we're going back to see, hey, what did we have before? What came before? And you gotta factor in that if something was missing, let's say in 2018, you would have got notified about it. You would have got a letter saying, hey, you didn't report this interest and dividends, or something happened, because it's usually a 2-year time frame. 2019 isn't enough of a window. So we want to get the 2 years, and we want to look at every page. This is only page 1. Okay. And the other thing to remember, so if you're not an accountant or tax preparer, if you are, and you know what I'm saying, the lines change. The lines change, the law changes. So you got to be cognizant of that. But, what doesn't change is, wages, line 1. I think it's been that way since in the early 1400s. I think they still had line 1 there as wages. But as you go down, so you know what to expect. Okay. And page 2 here is just, credits, stuff that came before. So when I get a new client, when I get a brand new client, this is what the first thing before they tell me their life story and how they got into business and how everything got messed up. I need to see tax returns. I need 2 years of tax returns. End of story. Once I have those, then I could look at them, because now I have a history. Now I could ask questions. Now I know what to expect. So let me go back to my example. So now once you know what to expect, and there's a lot of it. So now you want to, have a scratch pad or something. I use an Excel spreadsheet. Okay, W-2, and after a while, it's like one of these things where I don't even think about it anymore. I just do it. But you want to have some kind of list of items that you're expecting. Okay, and let me tell you, why I'm covering this tonight. I'm trying to get into the brains of people that give me their stuff. And I have people give me one thing at a time. They'll email me one thing at a time, one thing. And then at the end, once I have everything, we're still missing stuff. Or they'll give all different ways to get this info. So as an accountant, as a business owner, this is not a good business model. Okay, so if you have 100 clients and there's 100 different methods of getting your clients' info, that causes stress, inefficiencies. I mean, it's just bad business. So what we've done is we've actually created a system that we're trying to make it easier for our clients and secure. because, there's no more emailing tax info. I told somebody in my family that not to email, and they said, thanks, here's my W-2. So it's going to take some time. But the fact is that as the accountant now, as the tax preparer, I have a fiduciary responsibility over that information. I should be the one controlling how and where and why it goes. So my clients are going to be shown this system, and hopefully if you're watching as a client, I won't have to repeat this. So we made it very simple. We try to make everything simple, and it would help if I actually shared the screen. So here's what we are doing. We have it's a Google Drive. It's as secure as I know it could be right now. The thing with security is if they're hacking into the government and Home Depot, I mean, nobody is safe, but we need to take these precautions. So what this is, it's a Google folder which allows us to share. Okay, I'm not going to press this because even though this is a sample company, it's shared with some individuals, and I don't want to open that. But all we do is share it. And now, if you know anything about Google, if you have a Gmail account, it's a lot easier to share stuff. So we set up a folder for their personal and a folder for their business. And inside the personal, we have it by year. So when a year is complete, I could go in here and I have access to all of their information, including their tax returns. So when a client calls me and says, oh, I need a tax return, I'll send them the link. If they didn't have it, it will take me 10 seconds to send them this link. So we're not wasting time going back and forth, back and forth. They should know what I'm expecting, because if I got it from you last year, I probably need it again this year. So we make it simple. So we don't have anything in here. I didn't create the sample, but now the instructions are when one of our clients gets one of those letters that says important tax document, they do not put it on the side. They don't put it in a pile. What our clients do are either going to take a picture of it or scan it and upload it to this folder for 2020. So we're not going back and forth during January and February saying, are you missing anything? What do we need? I've been saying this for a long time, and I'll probably never stop saying it, but it's not brain surgery, folks. This is simple, an exchange of documents that we're expecting. So if somebody tells you the check's in the mail, you're waiting for the check. If the check doesn't come, there's a problem. But once they say the check is in the mail, you're in I'm waiting for this. Okay. If the check never comes, I'm calling the person that said that the check was in the mail. And hopefully it didn't get lost in the mail. But if it did, we just go back to the basics. That's my story. I'm sticking with it. Over and out. God bless. Good luck. It is the 90-day countdown starts tonight. Thank you.